in the morning.
Welcome back to our channel. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the absolute madness happening in Genoa City right now. We have so much to unpack regarding the latest corporate sabotage, secret alliances, and shocking betrayals. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right into the thick of this incredible drama. I am literally shaking right now typing this up late at night because I cannot believe they just did that. I am screaming at my television screen in the dark, and I don't even care who hears me. Are you kidding me right now with this Victor Newman and Matt Clark storyline? I can't. I literally cannot process the sheer audacity of these writers. You guys know I've been watching this show since 2015, and I have seen some wild stuff. I've seen fake deaths, evil twins, kidnappings, people coming back from the dead, you name it. But this is on a whole other level of frustrating and amazing at the same time. I am half celebrating because the drama is so incredibly juicy, and half complaining because my blood pressure cannot handle the stress of what they are doing to Lily Winters. I mean, my heart is pounding, so grab a drink, grab a snack, grab whatever you need to cope, because we need to talk about this mess immediately. React first, explain later. I cannot believe Matt Clark is Victor's loyal detective. What in the world is happening in Genoa City? Matt Clark. The guy who literally tortured Nick Newman, blew up a garage, held people hostage, and has been a walking nightmare for the entire Newman family. Now, he is suddenly Victor Newman's loyal little lapdog. Victor is actually using that to gather intel and take down Kane Ashby. Like, Victor, hello. Do you have amnesia too? Did you forget who this guy is and what he did to your own sons? I know some people on the forums are loving this dark alliance, but personally, I am terrified. Victor always thinks he can control the monsters he unleashes. Remember when he tried this with Patty Williams? Yeah, didn't work then either. Jack ended up traumatized on a yacht. And now Victor is playing with fire again, using Matt as his personal attack dog against Kane. It is absolute madness. But here is the kicker, the thing that actually made me spit out my drink across the room. Matt has a conscience now, I am sorry. But since when does Matt Clark feel guilty about ruining lives? Apparently, this amnesia storyline is doing more than just wiping his memory. It's giving him a functioning moral compass. Because as Matt is creeping around, spying on Kane, documenting all his business meetings at Chancellor Industries, and watching Kane and Lily get closer, he starts feeling bad. He is actually tormented by guilt. I mean, I am sitting here watching Matt look all conflicted and sad, staring off into the distance, and I'm like, is this the same guy who chained Adam and Nick in a basement in Las Vegas? I am so confused, but honestly, the acting is incredible. You can see the exact moment Matt realizes he is destroying something real, and it is tearing him apart inside. And then IT happened, the biggest blunder in the history of corporate espionage. Matt, in a moment of pure weakness and emotional turmoil, accidentally leaks a piece of the plan to Lily. He literally drops the ball. He exposes a highly classified audio recording or document right into Lily's lap. I screamed. I literally yelled nitrogen monoxide he didn't at the TV. How do you accidentally hand over the smoking gun to the CEO of Chancellor Industries? Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's break down that scene because it was pure cinema. Matt is lurking in the shadows. He's conflicted. He's watching Lily and Kane share a tender moment, and his newfound conscience just overrides his villain instincts. He slips up. It wasn't even a master hack by Daniel Romalotti or a brilliant sting operation. It was Matt's own recovering conscience making him sloppy and careless. So Lily gets her hands on this evidence, and you guys know Lily. She is not an idiot. She has been through the absolute ringer with corporate takeovers, fake kidnappings, and family betrayal. The second she sees this file, her eyes go wide. The micro-expressions on Crystal Khalil's face were phenomenal. You could physically see the gears turning in her head as she processes what she is looking at. She realizes this isn't just a random leak or a glitch in the system. This is a targeted, malicious hit on Kane, and she immediately starts questioning the source. She connects the dots to Matt Clark, and by extension, Victor Newman. Because let's be real, whenever something shadowy and destructive happens in this town, all roads lead back to the mustache. It is a universal rule of Genoa City. I have to talk about the confrontation scene. Lily marching right up to Matt and demanding answers was everything I needed today. She did not hold back for a single second. She gets right in his face, and Matt is visibly panicking. He is terrified of her. You can see the sweat forming on his brow because he knows he messed up royally, and he is caught red-handed. He tries to cover it up, he tries to stutter his way out of it, and desperately hide the truth about Victor's involvement, but Lily is having none of it. She is pressing him, demanding to know his true motives, and Matt is just crumbling under her intense glare. I kind of felt bad for him for a split second, and then I remembered he's Matt Clark. But seriously, seeing Lily take charge and completely intimidate a known psychopath was a top-tier why and or moment that I will be rewatching. Of course, Victor finds out that his master plan is unraveling because his loyal detective grew a heart, and Victor is furious. The scene where Victor summons Matt and threatens him, chills. Literal chills down my spine. Eric Bredin was giving us peak Victor Newman menace. He warns Matt to get the situation under control immediately, or else. You do not cross Victor Newman, and you certainly don't botch a high-stakes hit on a rival CEO. Victor is now scrambling to silence Matt and keep his own hands clean, but we all know that's not going to happen smoothly. Victor is losing his grip on his pawns, and I am here for it. But I'm also dreading what he will do to Lily to protect his secrets. Victor will destroy anyone who gets in his way, and Lily is standing right in the crosshairs. Now, let's talk about the collateral damage, because my heart is breaking for the Lily and Kane dynamic. Am I the only one who is exhausted by them constantly being torn apart? Just when Lily was starting to trust Kane again, just when they were building this new romantic and business partnership at Chancellor, this Matt Clark bomb drops from the sky. Lily's paranoia is through the roof. She doesn't know who to trust anymore. She is looking at Kane and wondering if he is hiding things, wondering if Victor's plot is because Kane is actually guilty of something terrible. The trust is fracturing right before our eyes, and it is so painful to watch. Every conversation they have now is laced with suspicion and doubt. And can we please acknowledge the immense pressure Lily is under right now? She is running Chancellor Industries, a massive global conglomerate. She is dealing with Devon being furious at her, Victoria threatening her, and now she has to worry about a shadow conspiracy orchestrated by Victor Newman and executed by an amnesiac psychopath. It is too much. I mean, how is she even sleeping at night? She is trying to protect her company, protect her budding relationship with Kane, and protect her own sanity all at the same time. I am so frustrated that the writers keep putting her in these impossible, stress-inducing situations, but at the same time, she shines so brightly when she is under pressure. She is a powerhouse, but even powerhouses have their breaking points. Then there is Kane. Poor, shocked, hurt Kane, or is he? I am contradicting myself here because we all know Malcolm found proof that Kane is actually planning to exploit Chancellor. But in this specific moment, regarding Victor's hit, Kane is acting like the ultimate victim. He is frantically trying to prove his innocence to Lily. He is pacing around, running his hands through his hair, doing that classic Kane Ashby panicked look. He is swearing up and down that he is being targeted, that he is clean, that Victor is just out to get him for no reason. And the crazy part is, regarding Matt's cyberstalking, Kane is the victim. It is such a twisted, layered storyline. Kane is a bad guy playing the good guy who is actually being victimized by a worse guy. My brain hurts just trying to explain it, but I absolutely love the complexity of it all. The absolute irony of this entire situation is that Victor is using a guy who should be in a maximum security prison to take down a guy who is currently trying to rob his own ex-wife's company. It's like a villain versus villain showdown, and Lily is caught right in the middle of the crossfire. I know some people are rooting for Victor to expose Kane because Kane is being shady, but personally, I don't want Victor to win. I want Lily to figure it all out. I want her to crush Victor's plot, and then I want her to discover Kane's betrayal on her own terms. She deserves to be the hero of her own story, not a pawn in Victor's game. She needs to be the one who cleans house at Chancellor. So what is going to happen next? I am predicting a massive, explosive showdown that will shake the entire town. Victor is trying to silence Matt, but Matt's conscience is awake now. I think Matt is going to fully flip on Victor. He is going to give Lily everything she needs to go to war with the Newmans, but it's going to cost him dearly. Victor will probably try to have Matt thrown back into a dark hole or frame him for something even worse. And Lily is going to have to make a choice. Does she use Matt's intel to destroy Victor, even if it means aligning herself with the man who tortured her brother Nick? It is a moral dilemma of epic proportions. Let's look at the history here, because history always repeats itself in Genoa City. Victor never leaves loose ends. When Patty Williams became a liability, he tried to manage her, and it ended in total disaster. When Chloe Mitchell went rogue, it was pure chaos. Do we even remember the Marco Onicelli storyline? Because this gives me those exact same dark, twisted vibes. Matt Clark is the most dangerous pawn Victor has ever played. If Matt decides that his redemption arc involves taking down the great Victor Newman, Genoa City is going to burn to the ground, and I am bringing the marshmallows. Seriously though, I am terrified for Lily. If Victor feels threatened by her digging, he will not hesitate to crush Chancellor Industries just to spite her. I just want to take a second to appreciate the emotional toll this is taking on the characters. The writing in these scenes has been so incredibly heavy and nuanced. Matt's internal struggle is genuinely compelling. You see a man who has done unspeakable things suddenly waking up to the reality of his actions and feeling the weight of his sins. It doesn't excuse his past, not even a little bit, but it makes for incredible, gripping television. And Lily's sheer exhaustion. You can see it in her posture, in the way she carries herself. She just wanted to run her company and maybe find some happiness with Kane, and instead, she is playing 3D chess with psychopaths and billionaires. Give Crystal Cowell an Emmy right now. And let's circle back to Kane for a second. I am so mad at him. I really wanted to believe he had changed. I really wanted that Lily and Kane reunion to be genuine and pure. But knowing that he is secretly plotting to exploit Chancellor while simultaneously crying victim about Matt stalking, UGH. He is so manipulative. It makes me wonder if his entire reaction to Lily's suspicion is just a calculated performance. Is he really hurt that she doubts him, or is he just terrified that her digging into Matt will accidentally expose his own financial crimes? Kane is playing a dangerous game, and I cannot wait for him to fall off his high horse. Okay, I need to wrap this up before I wake up my neighbors with my furious typing and ranting, but seriously, this storyline is giving me life right now. It is messy, it is complicated, it is full of gray areas, and nobody is entirely innocent except maybe Lily, who is just trying to survive the madness. I cannot wait to see how Victoria reacts when she finds out her dad is using Matt Clark. I cannot wait to see Kane's face when his own lies catch up to him and Malcolm exposes him. And most of all, I cannot wait to see Lily Winters rise from the ashes and absolutely dominate these men who think they can play games with her company. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I crazy for kind of feeling bad for Matt? Are you Team Lily or Team Victor in this corporate war? Do you think Kane is going to get away with his own shady deals? I am gonna go try to calm down and maybe drink some tea before I go to sleep. Genoa City is wild right now, and I am strapped in for the ride. See you guys tomorrow for another breakdown.